This is my first time kind of making a YouTube video in front of the camera, so it might be a little bit dusty. Cut me some slack, all right? I'll get better at this.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press. I ain't coming for no foolishness.
All right, so I'm gonna try something a little bit different today. So usually I post like compilations of different stand-up videos and things like that, but since Louis C.K. released another special, I decided I would actually cover it. Try to do kind of a review. I'll see how this video goes. If it doesn't end up doing too well, then I know that nobody gives a fuck about my opinion, so I'll go back to the compilations. But I was really excited that Louis released this special because when Chappelle released his special, right? And again, I'm not necessarily disagreeing with the point that he was making, but it wasn't very funny. All right. Yeah. Is gender a fact? Yeah. I believe gender is a fact. It's not funny though. All right. Say that's not funny. Louis' special, it's a TED Talk. That's what it was. It was a TED Talk, right? Louis' special, on the other hand, was actually funny. It was a comedy special. I died of laughter from the beginning to the end. It was a complete roller coaster, emotional roller coaster, Louis C.K. style. I loved it from the beginning to end. I think after this special, he's definitely on my Mount Rushmore of comedians, right? My Mount Rushmore was Dave Chappelle, George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Charlie Chaplin, right? But I'm going to remove Charlie Chaplin because that was like 100 years ago. Get the fuck out of here. All right, I'm going to add Louis in there. Charlie Chaplin's an OG, kind of invented slapstick comedy. I love him. We all love him. But, you know, it's time to move on from that guy. All right. So for me, Dave Chappelle, George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Louis C.K. We all have our personal preferences, though. Now, a big thing about Louis being back is that the guy, before the allegations, the man was actually kind of at the top of comedy. He was at the top, right? He was at the top. The man, he revolutionized the game, right? He went from just another comedian, right? Struggling to get spots, working in clubs, even though he had been doing it for a long time, right? People didn't really know him because he hadn't gotten that HBO special yet, right? So I think he got the HBO half hour in 2006, right? And then after that, he started releasing his own specials on his website. This is what I mean by he changed the game. He pioneered that, right? You see Andrew Schultz, Tim Dillon, all of these new comics now are going independent and they're uploading everything to YouTube. They're releasing their own specials. They're doing Patreon, things like that. Louis C.K. is the OG of all of that, right? He was the first comedian to start putting his stuff on YouTube, right? There's 5-minute, 10-minute bits of his still on his channel to this day, right? From 14 years ago. He started releasing specials on his website. He would charge you $5 and he would actually do numbers, right? So he wasn't splitting any of the money with Comedy Central, and you know they're scamming you, right? Like we know this, right? In show business, they're scamming you. They're going to take your talent and they're going to make money off your talent and they're going to give you a little bit of the money, right? So Louis completely cut them out. He cut out the middleman and he pioneered that, right? Another thing he kind of pioneered was this idea of writing a new hour every year, right? Before him, obviously, there were comedians who did that before him. But Louis C.K. was able to do this on such a consistent basis in modern times, you know, without necessarily being a legend at the time. Other comedians were able to say, hey, if Louis can do that, I can do it too, right? You look at Bill Burr, Jim Gaffigan, all of these guys, right? They all kind of write a new hour every year, every 2 years, and that's all because of Louis. All right, the reason that your favorite comedian writes a new hour every year is because of Louis. Truly, he added so much more value to comedy, right? By having new material all the time. So, obviously there was the whole masturbation scandal. It's gross. It's obviously gross. I don't know what you want me to say about that. But in this special, right, I just wanted to talk about this special specifically. So what Louis does is he will sometimes he'll take his closing bit, his strongest jokes, and he'll start off with them, right? So then what it does is it forces him to tighten up the rest of his hour, right? If he starts off with his closing bit, everything else has to get funnier. It has to. Otherwise, he's going to lose the crowd. This is what makes him such a good comic, right? In this special, he did that, where he came out and he started making jokes about pedophilia, right? Which is a very uncomfortable topic to talk about, especially from someone like Louis, right? And I think he did that on purpose, just to get all of the awkwardness out of the way, right? He's like, yes, I'm going to talk about something extremely weird, all right? And you guys are going to laugh at it, whether you like it or not, all right? And then we can enjoy the rest of the special. Yes, I had a Me Too. Yes, I got taken down. Yes, I'm a gross ass nigga. But we're going to laugh at the pedo jokes and we're going to enjoy the rest of the special. All right. I think he did that on purpose. And again, it just speaks to his brilliance. He knew that the crowd would be kind of awkward. So he just dealt with all the awkwardness right off the bat. It's brilliant. His commentary on what is happening right now is perfect, right? He was able to point out the ridiculousness of the response without actually attacking it and seeming like an anti-vaxxer or anything like that, right? Again, that's the brilliance. He's able to kind of tightrope walk that line, right? And there's nobody else who can do it, right? There's nobody else who can control a crowd the way Louis does. No, the way he's able to manipulate every emotion you're feeling while watching that special, he did it on purpose, and he's brilliant at it. Like everything, right? From his facial expressions to his tone of voice, he's very careful about every single word that he uses. He's brilliant, and at the whole time, it doesn't even look like he's trying. It really, really doesn't look like he's trying, right? But I think, to me, the bit that resonated with me the most personally was when he was talking about accepting death, right? Hold up, I have my notes here somewhere. Yeah, no, he was talking about accepting death, right? He said, he's talking about his mom who had passed away and how she had taught him to accept death. And then he was kind of relaying that same advice because during we all either have lost somebody who died or someone who's lost someone who died. So I think when you look back 5 years, 10 years from now, look back at this special, I think this will be the most memorable bit, right? The one that resonated the most. I think this is the main message that he was trying to send from this special, right? Or at least the most important message that he was trying to send from this special, right? That's what I thought. That's how I saw it, right? But, yeah, no, like Louis C.K. is one of my favorite comedians of all time. He's one of the best working right now, right? You got Dave Chappelle, Louis, and Bill Burr. All of them can sell arenas. Louis, give him like 2 years, he'll be back at Madison Square Garden. And I mean the big one, not that tiny little, what is it, Hulu Theater? Well, why is Louis at the Hulu Theater? He should be selling out arenas. I mean, seriously. It's ridiculous. But yeah, no, every little thing that guy does on stage is so carefully planned, right? He's meticulous about every single word that he uses, every pause, every facial expression, his tone of voice. You know what I mean? It's just the way he's able there's this bit that he has where he's talking about a black woman and bananas, and it's very clear that this joke is a racial stereotype, and it shouldn't be that funny, right? Oh, a black woman and bananas. But somehow he makes it fucking hilarious. I died of laughter. I don't know how he did that. And the whole time, it seems like he's not even trying. So, yeah, no, I mean, this special, was it as good as Sincerely? No, it wasn't. Sincerely was kind of his redemption song, right? If Sincerely wasn't very funny, I don't think his comeback would have been as easy, right? That had to truly be his best work that he was putting out. And I think that's what made it his best special. I think Sincerely was his best special. Then you got Oh My God, live at the Beacon Theater. And then I would say Sorry. His worst special is 2017. All right, that trash where he was wearing a suit, that was garbage. I'm glad that thing's on Netflix because I would not have bought it. Trash. Absolute garbage. I mean, oh my God, that was hot booty. It was hot booty. All right. But yeah, anyways, that's the video, I guess. I mean, Louis back. You know, he's going to come out with another hour next year. It's going to be funny as fuck. And yeah, Louis back, guys. Louis back. Anyways, that's pretty much it for today, guys. I just wanted to comment on this special. It was a brilliant special. Again, this is my first time doing this type of video. A little bit dusty. Yeah. Cut me some slack. You know, I'll get a 4K camera. I'll get a Joe Rogan mic. Yeah. You know, cut me some slack. All right. I'm working on it. That's the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.